Welcome to the American State Bank Sports Complex. Let me show you around. So right now we are in the spacious head house of the complex. On my left here we have the concession stand, and then on my right here we have a seating area, whether that's for students, spectators, or fans to come and enjoy before and in between games. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Dome. In the Dome, we have the space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. So the Dome has impacted the softball team in a variety of ways. First, we used to practice during the winter months over in the rec center, but the limited space availability never really allowed us to hit our full potential, whereas in here, we can fit 2 full-size softball fields. We're also able to start games much earlier in the season. We have a range of equipment available here at the Dome, whether it's the batting cages, the soccer goals, or even a field goal available for the football team. It's a huge opportunity to have the space available to practice in the off-season, especially for our outdoor athletic teams. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes, it's for the entire community. Whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. The American State Bank Sports Complex will change not only how we practice as Dordt athletes, but also how we interact with the community as a whole. Thanks for letting me take you on a little tour. Hope you stop by soon.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Welcome into the ASB Sports Complex here across the street of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. We have the first weekend of a lot of softball here in the Dome this game between the Dordt Defenders and the Dakota State Trojans. The Defenders victorious in their first matchup against Mayville State with a 6-2 score, highlighted by Casey Karsak with a 2-run home run late in the game. That gave the Defenders the lead, as well as another 3 spot in the 6th inning after an error that scored a run, as well as a triple that scored 2 more. Defenders able to squeak away with not really squeak away, but get away with a 6-2 win after trailing early 1-0. Defenders looking to capitalize or to keep their success from last season going. GPAC tournament appearance, almost made the GPAC championship final site before losing to eventual runner-up Midland University. Last year finishing with a record of 28-25, 13-9 in conference play. And freshman Chloe Croy's been an absolute stud for this Defender team. And they will bat first, leading off, number 30, Brooke Rule. Brooke Rule steps into the box. And we are just about underway. Brooke Rule last game, 1 for 3 with a single, a run, and an RBI. First pitch is a ball. Brooke Rule ahead 1-0 in the count. Thanks for joining us here on the Dordt Media Network. My name's Josh Tatton. Thanks for joining us. We're excited you're here. It's going to be a great night of softball. Last game of the night scheduled for Friday. Going to be a bunch more tomorrow as that pitch is fouled off and we're evened up at 1. On deck, number 5, Brooklyn Cox. She's the right fielder. And then in the hole, number 2, Chloe Croy's the left fielder. She also gets plenty of starts in the circle for the Defenders. As Brooke Rule is going to wear that one off the elbow and she'll base after getting hit by that pitch. And the Defenders with the first base runner. She walked to lead off to lead off the game. Last game, tried to take second after that, but was thrown out. We'll see if they send her here. We know she's got wheels. Here's Brooklyn Cox into the box, the slap hitter. Runner goes, throw down to second. Misses, second baseman there to back it up. That was Brenley Goebel there to get the errant throw. Behind the plate, number 22, Jordan Jeffries with the throw, unable to get Brooke Rule after she steals. So 1-0 with a runner in scoring position for Brooklyn Cox. And the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Evened up at 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cox. Pitch is taken outside. 2-1. Dakota State just got done with the game on the far side, where that pitch is swung at, grounded down past the first baseman. Here comes Rule. She rounds third. She'll score easily. Defenders up 1-0 after Brooklyn Cox hits the RBI single. Defenders up early in this one. And an RBI tally to Brooklyn Cox's name to bring up number 2, Chloe Croyce. In the last game, Doane defeated Dakota State. That was on the other field over on the west side of the complex. That was a score of 9-5. Went a little late. They just got done. They had time to come over here, maybe get a quick warm-up in. Probably weren't warming up a ton, maybe just resting more than anything. And then they exchanged lineups, and we are underway. Croyce with a 1-0 count, and she'll take strike 1 now, and we're evened up once again. All the teams here this weekend includes Concordia out of Nebraska, a fellow GPAC team. Culver Stockton, Dakota State, who we're watching now, as Croix puts that one right up the middle. Cox is going to stop at second. And back-to-back base hits for the defenders, puts a runner in scoring position. And that'll bring up number 13, Lauren Steenstra. Lauren Steenstra, the first baseman out of Wyoming, Michigan, the junior. She'll step in with 2 on and no one out. Good chance for the defenders to take an early lead here, or extend on that early lead, rather. Here's the pitch. Off the hands, foul. But some of the other teams here, I mentioned Concordia out of Nebraska, Culver Stockton, Dakota State, who we're watching now, Dakota Wesleyan and Doane, who are also GPAC teams. Obviously, we have Dordt University, Mayville State making the trip down from North Dakota, another GPAC team, and number 11th ranked Northwestern, a Division II out of Sioux Falls, Northern Sun, as that ball is pulled but foul. Out of Sioux Falls, I was saying, they're out of the Northern Sun, and that's University of Sioux Falls, and then York to round out the teams for this weekend. There'll be a bunch more tomorrow as well, as Steenstra has an 0-2 count. The pitch. Steenstra swings through that one. Pitch is dropped. The tag. And Steenstra down on strikes. And the first out of the inning for the Trojans. So Kylie Ryder will come up. She's a freshman. Kylie Ryder out of Mansfield, Ohio, true freshman, steps into the box, the left-hander, or batting lefty rather. Swings at that one, pops it up, foul off the top of the dome. And that's going to be an out. So a foul out off the dome for Kylie Ryder. So that's 2 down now, as another freshman, number 22, Annabelle Hensley, will come up to bat. Annabelle Hensley, a freshman out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. Swings through strike 1. She'll step in with 2 down and 2 on. Croix stands at first. Brooklyn Cox at second. That pitch is in there for a strike as well, so down to the count 0-2. Had a double last time out, and she'll take that one high. She has the catching duties for the defenders and has big shoes to fill as well. I'm sure in the last game we mentioned quite a bit. 2 massive holes for the defenders to fill this year after graduating both Carly Olson and Emma Groon. And Coach Domer seems to think he found those replacements with Ryder and Hensley. So far, lived up to the expectations, played well. And we have a 2-2 count now. Deuce is wild. 2-2 pitch, high, and that's going to work it full. Runners will get a head start. Addison Stevenson Roy waits on deck, hoping to get a chance here in the first inning. Here's the payoff pitch from Burgos. Swings through that one, nope, fouls. Fouls it off, stays alive, we'll reset, we'll do it again. Burgos delivers, and that's inside. That'll load the bases for Stevenson Roy. So after the first 3 batters reach, Burgos gets the next 2, but then walks Hensley on a full count with 2 outs. Stevenson Roy steps in, the designated player. First pitch misses inside. Stevenson Roy, freshman out of Gardner, Kansas. Steps back into the box. Swings at that one, grounds it to third to throw over to first in time, and the defenders strand the bases loaded, but they do get one across after Brooke Rule scores on the single from Brooklyn Cox. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Dordt Media Network.
Today's Dordt Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Sioux and owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
Welcome back to the Dordt Media Network. Defender softball taking place here in the Dome. They got a 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the first, taking on the Dakota State Trojans. Defenders left the bases loaded in the top half of the inning, but they did scratch one run across. That was Brooke Rule, Brooklyn Cox with the RBI. As Bailey Sample will take the circle for the first time this season with a 1-0 lead, and she will pitch. She will pitch to Allie Morrissey. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 as Sample deals a first pitch strike. And our umpire is going to go talk to our head coach over there. That is Erin Skinner in her second season. And it looks like actually it's going to be a delay as Bailey Sample took too long to deliver the first pitch, and it's going to be so it's 1-0 as Morrissey steps back in. And that pitch misses. Allie Morrissey, she's playing left field out of Sacramento, California. Swings to that one, gets a piece of it, fouls it off. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Morrissey. The sophomore, graduate out of Vista Del Lago High School. Strike 2 as Morrissey swings through that one. That pitch misses high. Full count here for Sample. Morrissey back into the box. Payoff pitch here from Bailey Sample. Swings to that one, pops it up over the head of Grissom. Diving attempt from Ryder, unable to get it, going for 2. The throw to second in time. No! She beats the throw. It was a close one. Peyton Whipple covering second. But heads up base running by Morrissey. Takes the extra base. Just a little bloop hit over the head of Grissom. Turns into 2 bags for Morrissey. Here's the pitch to McFarland. So 1-0 here to McFarland. Shows bunt, fouls that one off. 1-1. One and one, Bailey Sample delivers. And that pitch misses high. Throw down to second. Beats it back to second. Beats the throw back to second, I should say. Sample. Puts that one into the dirt. Season ago, McFarland hit .387 and scored 35 runs on 46 hits. Swings at that one, pops it up off the dome. Is that one caught? Unable to make the catch is Ryder. So foul ball. Full count. McFarland, a really good fielder, fielding 96%. She will take ball 4. And McFarland bases on balls. That'll bring up number 22, Jordan Jeffries, the catcher. Jeffries out of Nebraska, Overton, Nebraska, graduate of Overton High School. Steps in, no outs and 2 on. Looking to tie this one up, lays the bunt down, but it's just gonna go foul. Good read by Ashton Grissom. Gets the start at third for this game. Jordan Jeffries. Adjusting her gloves, steps back in. A .257 career hitter. Only a sophomore, so that's just 1 season worth of stats. Fouls that one back. Jeffries takes her time to get back into the box. Sample back onto the rubber. Sample delivers. That pitch misses. 1 and 2. Runners on first and second, still no outs. As the Trojans looking to tie this one up. It's Morrissey standing at second. She's the tying run. Sample. This is high. And Sample again with the 2-2 pitch. Swings through that one, strike 3. Jeffries down on strikes, and the first out of this inning. And that one's got to feel good if you're Sample. You give up 2 base runners, Morrissey with a single, and then walk McFarland. Get the next one, avoid the bases loaded for now at least, as Michelle Evdos, Evdos, said that right the first time, comes in. She's the designated player. Pitch will miss high. Michelle Evdos, out of Parker, Colorado, and a graduate of Legend High School, the senior. Takes ball 2. Solid career so far for Evdos. .421 average for her career. Last season hit .364. So that pitch is foul. Before that, though, hit .467. What a year 2023 was for Michelle Evdos. with a slugging percentage of .844. 57 hits in that year, 7 home runs last year, 36 hits, so a little bit of a down year for Evdos, but still pretty solid. Hit .364 like I mentioned earlier, with a 95.7 fielding percentage, as she has a 2-1 lead in this count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bailey Sample looking to get out of this one. Evdos waits. Swings at that one, puts it right over the glove of Ryder. That's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run's going to come into the score. That's Morrissey. Sliding into third is McFarland, and heading into second is Evdos. So a tie ball game here as both leadoff hitters come in to score. As that was Brooke Rule for the defenders, Morrissey for the Trojans. McFarland goes to third, and Evdos at second with a nice double into left center. So that'll bring up Quincy Hartley, the shortstop. Quincy Hartley, sophomore, lays bunt down, only plays to first, and they do get that, so a sacrifice bunt will bring in Hannah McFarland, and the Trojans take the lead. Evdos over to third. The only play for Sample was to go to first. So 2 down for the defenders as Katie Hansen steps in. Swings through that one, strike 1. Katie Hansen, junior from Garrettson, South Dakota. And a transfer out of Buena Vista. Katie Hansen steps back in. Pitches inside. Hansen playing first base. That pitch fouled off as we have a 1-2 count. Sample. A pitch away from only surrendering 2 in this inning. So 1-2 count. Gets the pop up off the dome. They catch it. It could be an out. And it's just a foul ball. No one able to get under that one. So we'll reset, we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 1 on. Michelle Evdos stands at third. Swings through that one, strike 3, but not before the Trojans take a 2-1 lead after Morrissey and McFarland come across to score. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back from the ASB Sports Complex.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
Homegrown. Community. Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back here on the Dordt Media Network. Dakota State taking a 2-1 lead over the defenders. After the bottom of the first, 2 runners come in to score. That was Allie Morrissey after she led off the game with a single. Hannah McFarland with a walk also came around to score. And then Michelle Evdos drove in both runners, or excuse me, one of the runners, and then Quincy Hartley, with a sacrifice bunt scored the other one. This is Ashton Grissom up to bat. Ashton Grissom takes ball 1. Sophomore out of Olathe, Kansas. Last year hit 118 in limited appearances. Swings through that one. One count here for Grissom. And that's going to hit Grissom, so she will base after getting hit by that pitch. And that'll bring up number 10, Peyton Whipple. Peyton Whipple, an absolute speedster. Everyone knows that. Comes in a lot of times in some pinch running situations. She gets the start at second for this game as she takes on Burgos and has a runner on. That pitch in the dirt. Grissom stays at first. And Alicia Burgos, sophomore out of Severance High School, out of Severance, Colorado, a graduate from Severance High School, in the circle for the Trojans. 11.67 ERA a season ago, as she gets a strike on Whipple. 12 innings pitched last season. Looks like came in a lot of relief appearances, only 12 appearances. An 0-3 record, so still looking for that first win. Looks like she'll get more of a starting role this season, at least so far we see that, as there's a strike, and she has a 1 ball, 2 strikes in this at-bat. Peyton Whipple will step back in. Peyton Whipple, junior out of Longwood, Florida, pops that one up, and a can of corn for Hartley. That's 1 down. That'll turn the lineup over as Brooke Rule will step back in. Brooke Rule, hit by a pitch last time out. So no official at bat for Rule yet, as that pitch misses low. Brooklyn Rule out of Brush, Colorado. Swings to that one, puts it on the ground, over to Hartley. Hartley steps on second for 1 out. No play at first. Rule runs well, but she will base on a fielder's choice, as Grissom is out on a 6 unassisted for those of you scoring at home. So that's the second out. So Brooklyn Cox steps in. She singled last time up. Rule stands at first. Pitch hit off the end of the bat. Charging it's Goebel. Goebel to throw to first. That gets past Hanson. As Rule's rounding third. She's heading home to play at the plate. Safe. And there goes Cox. She heads to second. Defenders tie it up. Brooke Rule. That is crazy. Scoring from first after a ground ball to second is thrown away, and Brooke Rule rounds third and heads home. Cox is in at second. That's going to be ruled an error as well. Here is Chloe Croys. And we're actually going to change that to a base hit as that pitch misses. So Chloe Croys, she singled last time up also. Has Cox standing at second. Chloe Croys swings to that one, grounds it foul. Here's the pitch from Burgos. That one looping, but misses. 3-1 count. And the 3-1 pitch swung at, golfed into center field. Right there is McFarland for the third out. Defenders tie it up after Brooke Rule scores from first after Brooklyn Cox legs out an infield single. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
We got a good one here in the bottom of the second. Dordt and Dakota State tied at 2. How did we get here? Brooke Rule scored in the top of the first inning after she was hit by a pitch, and Brooklyn Cox drove her in on a single. Or got her to third on a single, I believe. Croys drove her in. And then they scored again in the second inning. Brooke Rule reached on a fielder's choice, was then drove in by a Brooklyn Cox single and an error. Aided by that, while Dakota State scored in the top of the first as well. Allie Morrissey with a single drove in by Evdos, and Hannah McFarland scored, drove in by a Quincy Hartley sacrifice bunt. That pitch is in there, leading off this inning. Number 9, Gabrielle, Ortega Alves. And Bailey Sample in the circle once again for the defenders. Pitch is in there for a strike. Ortega Alves from San Diego, California, and a Steel Canyon High School graduate. She steps in. She's a sophomore. Swings to that one. Foul. Diving attempt from Steenstra. Can't hold on to it, but a good attempt nonetheless. Ortega Alves hit 154 a season ago. She's playing right field today. She'll take that pitch high. Two-two pitch from Sample, swung at, grounded. Here's Grissom charging. Grissom throw over to first in time. Steenstra makes the catch. One down for the defenders. That'll bring up Torrance Cleland, I think is how you say it. That's a little tongue twister. Cleland out of Rimbri, Alberta, Canada. And a transfer out of Minnesota West Community College. Takes that pitch. 1-1 count. Limited appearances a year ago. Didn't record a hit. 6 at-bats with no hits. Walked once, so she did get on base. Finds herself with a 1-2 hole now. Cleland playing third base today. Sample misses with ball 2. Two-two count with 1 out and no one on. Swings through that one for strike 3 and strikeout number 3 for Bailey Sample. Second out of the inning as Bentley Goebel will step in. Or excuse me, Brenley Goebel will step in, number 2. She's the second baseman out of Oldham, South Dakota, and a graduate of Arlington High School. She's a freshman. That pitch is in there for a strike. Swings at that one, gets a piece of it, gets a piece of our umpire. So our umpire takes the brunt of that one, gets hit in the right arm. He's all right, he's a tough one. Might have a little bruise there tomorrow. So that's the strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Bailey Sample looking for back-to-back Ks. Won't get it on that one. 1-2 now. One-two pitch. Swings at that one, gets into the glove and out. Got a piece of it. Staying alive. So we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking to turn the lineup over to Morrissey and McFarland again. Sample trying to sit her down. Gets that one on the ground over to Ryder. Ryder with the throw over and a good stretch by Steenstra. 1-2-3 inning for Bailey Sample. Defenders and Trojans still tied at 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Welcome back to the Dordt Media Network. Defenders here in the top of the 3rd innings. Lauren Steenstra to lead off. Due up is Steenstra, Ryder, and Hensley. We're all tied up at 2. Bailey sampled a nice 1-2-3 inning last time out. Defenders looking to take the lead here in the top half. Defenders, the away team on the scoreboard for this one. Not too often you see that when they're in the dome. But starting off the 2 games as the away team this season. Or excuse me, actually, I believe they're the home team. Yeah, they were the home team last time up, so forget what I said about that one. That's going to be popped straight up off the dome. They make the catch. Basket catch there by Jeffries. And a nice out number 1 for Jordan Jeffries and company. Not too often you see a ball go straight up like that. But one down as Steenstra pops out. Kylie Ryder steps in, the shortstop. She fouled out last time up as well. And that pitch finds the corner for strike 1. Swings to that one off the end of the bat. Here's Hartley charging. Hartley throws over. That one's going to be wide. And Ryder is on base. So that one scored as an E6, an error in the scorebook. Kylie Ryder. Safe either way. Don't think they really care how they get on as long as they're on. So she ends up at first. That ball's going to be pulled over to third. That's Cleland trying to get to it. Throws over to second. Doesn't get her. Close play. And she beats out the throw. Ryder ends up at second as Hensley is there on a fielder's choice. Actually scored an error rather than a fielder's choice. That pitch misses wide. Stevenson Roy, the DP, steps in. Last time up. Grounded out. Grounds that one foul. Almost takes out Grissom standing on the index circle. Pulls that one over the glove of Hartley, and rounding third is Ryder. Ryder's going to score easily as Hensley stops at second, and the defenders take a 3-2 lead. Kylie Ryder scores on the Stevenson Roy RBI single. Nice hit by Stevenson Roy, just puts it right over the glove of Hartley at short. And are we going to get a change or a runner of some sort? As Coach Zomer comes out to talk to our home plate umpire. And we will get a pinch runner. That's going to be number 7, Abby Hitchcock, a freshman out of Johnston, Iowa. She will run for Stevenson Roy. So we have a pinch runner. That's going to be the freshman out of Johnston, Iowa at first. As Grissom takes ball 1. Ashton Grissom with the ground out, or she was hit by a pitch and then thrown out at second last time up. So still waiting for that official at bat for Grissom. Swings at that one and drills it off the third base fence. Foul ball. One count. Grissom waits on that one. High in the air, going back. That's going to be caught by McFarland. Runner not going to tag. And so a fly out for Grissom. And out number 2 for the defenders. That was Hensley deciding not to tag from second with 2 outs, or with 1 out rather. Now there's 2 outs for Peyton Whipple. Peyton Whipple popped out to short last time up. Whipple swings at that one, fouls it off. Fouls it off her own foot, rather. That one's not going to feel good. She's walking it off. Whipple has 2 outs, 2 runners on. That's Hitchcock at first and Hensley at second. Pitch is high. Top of the 3rd inning. Defenders with a 3-2 lead. They've hit well. That pitch misses. Double the at-bats that Dakota State has. 14 at-bats for the defenders, only 7 for Dakota State. That pitch fouled off. 2-2. Burgos, she delivers. That one misses high for Peyton Whipple. And we're full. 3-2 count. Runners will get a head start with 2 outs. As Burgos looking to get out of this one. The payoff pitch from Burgos. Runners go. That one pulled into left center field. That one's down. 1 run comes in to score. Another one's going to round third and come in easily. Defenders score 2 on that one. As a 2 RBI double from Peyton Whipple opens up the scoring even more for the defenders as they lead 5-2. That'll turn the lineup over as Brooke Rule will step in. Brooke Rule has reached both times, once with a hit by pitch and once with a fielder's choice. Came around to score both times. That one is going to get picked off over by Cleland, and the throw over to first is in time, but not before the defenders cross 3 runs to take a 5-2 lead in the top of the 3rd. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 3rd on the Dordt Media Network.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Welcome back here into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dordt taking on Dakota State. They take a 5-2 lead after a 3-run inning. That pitch gets past Morrissey as she swings through that one. Bailey Sample is dealing for the defenders. 2 runs given up for Sample so far. Those are both back in the top or bottom of the 1st inning. Morrissey, who's at bat now, came around to score, as well as McFarland, who isn't on deck. Thanks for joining us here on the Dordt Media Network. That pitch in the dirt, and we evened it up. Or excuse me, it's 2-2. 2-0? Oh, excuse me. I thought the first pitch was a strike. So 2-0 rather than 1-1. That pitch check. Diving attempt from Grissom. Smothers that one for out number 1. Ashton Grissom with the highlight play to start inning number 3 on the defensive side of the ball for the defenders. Looks like a absolute screamer in the box score A line out. That'll bring up McFarland. First pitch misses for Sample. 1-0. Pitch fouled back and out of play. Pitch swung at into left field. That one's going to go foul. And strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. As Hannah McFarland comes back. Hannah McFarland, junior from Lottie, Florida. She's batting .372 in her career. Last season, .387 as that pitch hit into left field, but caught by Chloe Croys. Chloe Croys, first team all-conference a year ago. Makes the catch on that one. And 2 down for the defenders. Jordan Jeffries will step in. Jeffries struck out last time. Steps in with 2 outs and no one on. That pitch in there for a strike. That pitch fouled into the glove for strike 2. Jeffries, .257 hitter last year. Slug .367. No one on for her this time. Last season, 19 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Sample. That one pulled into left field, but foul. And we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sample back into the circle. She delivers. Fouled off. Jordan Jeffries fighting that one off. She'll see another pitch. Two down for the defenders, looking to get out of this one unscathed. Another foul ball. Jeffries fighting that one off. Good at bat from Jordan Jeffries. Seventh pitch of the at bat coming as Bailey Sample looks to deal. Sample with the off speed. That one's going to find fair territory as she rounds first. She's going to stay at first after Croys gets that one quickly. And a single for Jordan Jeffries. Good at bat from Jeffries. Finds herself at first base to bring up number 42, Michelle Ebdos, who did some damage last time up with a double and drove in a run. First pitch misses from Sample. Tying run is on deck. That is Quincy Hartley. Ebdos has to get on base first. Pitch in the dirt. Throw over to first. Well, maybe closer than we thought, but gets back safe. Jeffries gets back safely. And that was Hensley with the back pick, unable to get her. Bailey Sample deals once again. That pitch hit in the air into right field. Going back is Cox. Cox camped under it. Cox makes the catch. And they leave one stranded after Michelle Ebdos flies out to right field. Due up for the defenders. Cox, Croix, and Steenstra. If any of those reach, Ryder will come up. We'll be right back on the Dordt Media Network.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
See Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home.
Welcome back to the Dordt Media Network. Defenders with a 5-2 lead here in the top of the fourth inning. We have a pitching change for the Trojans as well. Number 18, McKenna McGee. She'll step in, the freshman out of Fremont, Nebraska. She'll take the place of Burgos in the circle for the Trojans. Looking to get a spark here. As the defenders looking to add to their lead, the Trojans trying to stop that. So McKee will step in. First pitch, swung at, popped up into center field, giving chase. Nope, not into center field. That's going to be Morrissey making the catch in left. So one pitch, one out for McKenna McKee. As Brooklyn Cox flies out on the first pitch she sees in the fourth inning. Chloe Croix will step in. Croix swings at that one, pulls it into left field. That one's going to be down, and Croix is going to stop at first for a one-out single. And it looks like we're going to get another change. This time by the defenders. Looks like Taylor Schneider's getting ready to hit. Looks like Taylor Schneider. Let's see, she would step in for Steenstra. So it's going to be Taylor Schneider to step in. Taylor Schneider is a sophomore out of Spirit Lake, Iowa, transferred here last season. I believe at the Christmas break time frame. Two-0 count here for McKee. Taylor Schneider looking to get something going. Schneider fouls that one off. So we have a 2-1 count now. Schneider didn't get any varsity time a year ago. Finds herself in a pinch hitting role in the second game of the season. Swings at that one, grounds it over to first. Eats her up a little bit, but right there makes the play. And a productive at bat, but Taylor Schneider grounds out to first for the second out. Chloe Croys to second. And Kylie Ryder steps in. Ryder 0 for 2 with a foul out and reached on an error. Also came around to score. That pitch misses. The lefty comes to the plate. That pitch will miss. Pitch is high. 3-0. Kylie Ryder. The 3-0 count. The pitch. In there for a strike. That's probably a take sign. Swings at that one, grounds it to Goebel at second. Throw over to first is in time. Defenders leave one stranded. That's Chloe Croys at second, but they still lead 5-2. We'll be right back after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
Welcome back to the ASB Sports Complex here on the Dordt Media Network. Defenders have a 5-2 lead over Dakota State. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Thanks for joining us here on the Dordt Media Network. My name is Josh Tatton. It's been a good one so far. Peyton Whipple with a huge double. Scored 2 runs a couple innings ago, as Bailey Sample still in the circle for the defenders, as that pitch is high. Batting for the Trojans, Quincy Hartley. No at bat for Hartley yet. She has a sac bunt and an RBI. As Sample comes to the plate. Pitch misses. Sample again comes to the plate. That pitch this time fouled off and out of play. On the Westfield, Dakota Wesleyan leads Culver Stockton 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Currently bases loaded with 1 out over on that far field. Pitch is in there for a strike. Dakota Wesleyan won their first game. They're 1-0 on the season. Culver Stockton lost their first game. They're 0-1 on the season. Very early in the season. These are a lot of teams' first games. Actually, everyone's first games. First 2 games at least today. So that pitch misses high. So actually a really long non-conference schedule, as we won't see conference action until March 21st. And a doubleheader against Hastings. That'll be here, and then they'll host Doane as well the following Saturday, or the next day. But a lot of non-conference games for the Defenders, trying to get all of them in as they can, especially with this weather that is just really nice so far for January. So that pitch flies out to Chloe Croys, A fly out into left. Katie Hansen will step in. Katie Hansen struck out last time up. That pitch going to be hitting to right field, past a diving Whipple. Throw over to first. Did he get her? They got her! 9-3. How often do we get to put that into the computer? Oh boy, the most exciting throw out. Oh, the most exciting play at first, rather, as Brooklyn Cox makes the throw to first and robs Katie Hansen of a base hit. I don't think I've ever actually wrote 9-3 in my scorebook. As Ortega Alves steps in. So what looked like a promising opportunity for the Trojans turns into a great defensive play for Brooklyn Cox. And that pitch can be fouled off. And down 0-2 in the count is Ortega Alves. 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to third. That pitch misses wide. One ball, two strikes. Pitch on the ground. That's fair. The throw over to first in time. And a nice play by Ashton Grissom. 1-2-3 inning for Bailey Sample. The Defenders still lead 5-2. We're heading to the fifth. We'll be right back after this.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Englenhoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Englenhoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants, offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner & Zwart Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
Welcome back here on the Dordt Media Network. 5-2 ball game here. Defenders lead as Annabelle Hensley will step in to lead off this inning. Highlighted by a great defensive half of the inning by the Defenders. As we saw a throw out from right field to cut down a base hit, and a great play from Grissom at third base. Pitch swung at, hit a light. That's going to be a foul ball. Typically a good rule of thumb that it seems like the umpires follow. You know, if it hits on the foul side of the lights, when I mean hits, it hits the dome on the foul side of the lights. It's usually a fair ball. Hits on the fair side of it and comes down. That's going to be a fair ball. That ball into the gap. Rounding first, heading to second. And a leadoff stand-up double for Annabelle Hensley. Hit into the left center gap. And that'll bring up Addison Stevenson-Roy, who had an RBI last time up, and a single. And a good chance here to drive in another one. That pitch hit into right field. That's going to be down. That's going to score a run. Rounding first is Stevenson-Roy, as Annabelle Hensley scores from second. They just trade places. Annabelle Hensley scores the 6th run. Stevenson-Roy with a double to bring up Ashton Grissom. Nice hit down the right field line. Kept it fair. And the defenders lead 6-2. That pitch misses. Grissom hit by a pitch and a fly out. Two balls, no strikes to Grissom. McGee dealing for the Trojans. She came in an inning ago in relief appearance for Burgos. That pitch also misses. So 3-0 here for Grissom. We'll see if they give her the green light. That pitch is in there for a strike. That was probably a take all the way. Ashton Grissom. Runner at second and no outs. She's got a 3-1 count. Swings at that one, goes right off of McGee. McGee's going to make the play over to first. And now the attention goes to McGee. As she's limping a little bit. She got hit pretty hard. The runner does advance to third. That's Stevenson-Roy, and they're going to go check on McGee. She still made the play, so solid effort by McGee. They're not even going to check on her. She's tough enough. She's going to stick it out. So McGee doesn't even take medical attention at all or from the trainer. She's just right back to dealing and finds the strike zone with that one. Peyton Whipple had a clutch double last time up. Swings at that one's going to shortstop. Hartley makes the play. And another run comes in to score as Stevenson-Roy. So Stevenson-Roy comes in to score. Peyton Whipple thrown out. That'll turn up the lineup over to Brooke Rule. That pitch misses for a ball. Swings through that one for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rule. That pitch, it's going to miss. 3-1 count for Brooke Rule. Pitch hit on the ground. Over to Goebel. And she beats that one out. No, she does not beat that one out. She's thrown out. And the defenders score 2 more. 7-2 is our score. We'll take another break. We'll be right back after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises.
Hi, this is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here on the Dordt Media Network. 7-2 ball game. Bailey Sample still in the circle for the defenders. In line for the win, as leading off is Torrance Cleland. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that one. I'm trying my best. She steps in. So that pitch is in there for a strike. Due up, Cleland, Goebel, and Morrissey. If either one of those three reach, it'll be McFarland. One and one. Pitches inside, backs her up off the plate. Cleland 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And that pitch misses. The 3-1 pitch from Bailey Sample. In there for a strike, works it full. Cleland back into the box. Sample with the payoff pitch. That's driven into left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. And Cleland opens up the inning with a single. So Cleland with the leadoff single to bring up Brenley Goebel. Goebel 0 for 1 with a ground out. Looking to do some work on this score deficit, 7-2 game. Definitely not out of reach, but eventually you start running out of time, metaphorical time being in softball, but you got to get some of these back. So we have a pinch runner. That's going to be number 11, Laura Dolezal. She goes to run. No, she stops at first. The throw down. Does he get her? Or does she get her? No. It was close. At least from my vantage point, it was close. Taylor Schneider stays in at first. Missed that one earlier in the game. Shows bunt. That's going to be foul. Stayed in the batter's box. Still a good throw down by Hensley. That pitch misses, so 1 ball, 2 strikes now. No outs and a runner on. Laura Dolezal is a junior out of North Bend, Nebraska. Transferred out of North Dakota State College of Science. And that's going to be a strike. The throw down to first, not going to get her. As Brenly Goebel goes down swinging. So 1 down for the defenders. That'll turn the lineup over to number 4, Allie Morrissey. Morrissey, the left fielder, steps in with 1 down and 1 on. Sample. This is high. One ball, no strikes, 1 out for Allie Morrissey. Morrissey gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. One count. Pitch is high, throw down to first, doesn't get her. Hensley's tried the back pick a few times, unsuccessful so far. A few close calls. On deck, Hannah McFarland with a walk and a fly out and a run scored so far tonight. Sample. Gets that's going to be a line out. The throw out to first in time and doubles her off. And we'll take a quick break here to head to the top of the 6th, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders!
Welcome back here to the ASB Sports Complex. Defenders just ended the inning on a great double play, line to Ryder at short, and then doubled off whoever was pinch running. I forgot to mark the pinch runner. We'll get that in a minute, don't you worry. That was Dolezal who got doubled off at first after the nice snag at short. And leading off is Brooklyn Cox. Brooklyn Cox with a single and a flyout. Excuse me, 2 singles and a flyout. And an RBI. That one popped into the air. Under it is McFarland, and 1 down for the Trojans. That pitch going to be lined into center field for a single. Chloe Croys is there. Or excuse me, Chloe Croys reaches first on the single. Schneider swings through that one. Taylor Schneider batting. Schneider with a 1-1 count. Schneider grounded out last time up. Finds herself with a 2-1 count and a runner on. 1 out after Brooklyn Cox led off with a fly out. Schneider fouls that one off. Fouled her off her foot. It's like the field umpire had to make that call. I wasn't sure back here. I thought it could have, but our field umpire makes the call on that one. And we're 2-2 after that foul ball. Schneider steps back in. McGee on the rubber. She deals. Swings at that one, fouled off, out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Once again, Schneider fouls that one off. Two count. McGee. Another foul ball. That's going to go off the dome and off lights, I believe, and a foul ball either way. And we'll reset. We'll do it again. Off speed. Schneider gets to it. That might be down. Diving attempt, not going to get it. McFarland can't get to it. Croys is in at second. So another single, or excuse me, a single for Taylor Schneider. Another single this inning. Puts defenders on first and second. Croys at second, Schneider at first. Croys had to hold up, make sure it wasn't caught. She ends up at second. That'll bring up Kylie Ryder. Ryder swings at that one. That's going to be really high. Camped under it is Morrissey. And 2 down now. So fly out for Ryder. Hensley will step in now for the defenders. The catcher has 2 runs scored as well as a double. She was she was walked earlier in the game. Reached on an error as well. Swings to that one, fouls it off. That pitch is in there for a strike, nothing in 2. McGee ahead in the count. Nothing in 2. 2 runners on and 2 outs for the defenders. And that pitch misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch popped up, going into left. Is that fair? It is fair. Croy's coming home, and she is thrown out at home. Nice play by Morrissey. Cuts down the runner, keeps the lead 7-2 for the defenders. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back after this.
We appreciate the mission of Dordt, but more importantly, the organization, the team of people at Dordt live out that mission every day.
Dordt University's Christian perspective is thoughtfully and authentically applied in all areas of life. Live your faith in every area of life at Dordt University.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back here on the Dordt Media Network. Bailey Sample still dealing out there for the defenders. And leading off for the Trojans, number 23, Hannah McFarland. That pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th inning. So that pitch is hit well into center field and off the glove of Rule. Rounding first, heading to second. McFarland is in with a stand-up double. So McFarland ends up with a stand-up double to lead off the inning to bring it up Jordan Jeffries. Jeffries singled last time up, struck out to lead off or to start the game. 1 for 2 so far, and has a chance to cut into this lead a little bit with a runner in scoring position. Pitch is in there. It's throw down to second. Short hops the bag. Whipple able to keep it in the infield. Nothing in 1. Sample deals, and that misses high. Pitch popped up, and foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 6th. Jordan Jeffries steps back in. And that pitch misses. 2-2 now. Annabelle Hensley behind the plate. Adjusting some of her gear. Time is called. Back in play now. Bailey Sample. Pitch is hit well into left field. That's going to be caught. That was Croy's under it. Fly out for Jeffries. That'll bring up Evdos. Evdos did some damage back in the first. Only has a fly out since then. Pitch misses. Off the glove of Sample. Runner unable to advance. Dakota Wesleyan leads Culver Stockton 5-1, bottom of the 6th on the far field. Here's the pitch from Sample. That misses for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes for Evdos. Evdos puts that one onto the ground. Can they get the tag? No, they're going to throw the first. That's going to be in time. That's going to be Ryder flipping it on over to Schneider. Runner does advance to third, but they do get the second out. So 2 down now for Quincy Hartley. Hartley, the shortstop, steps in with a runner at third and 2 down. Pitch is in there for a strike. Hartley with a sacrifice and a fly out and an RBI. Sample. Misses low. Even the count up at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, a runner on third. Trail by 5, 7-2 is our score. Pitch is hit well into center field. Brooke Rule going back. And Brooke Rule with a great highlight catch in center field. Keeps the score 7-2. And we're heading to the 7th inning. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
And here's the pitch. Swung on, driven in the air, right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And this one's a shot up the middle. That'll score 1 run to tie it. Here comes the go-ahead run and scoring on the play.
Top of the 7th inning here. Defenders up to bat. It's going to be number 20, Addison Stevenson Roy. Also, we apologize. No scoreboard for the rest of this game. Something went wrong on their production side of things, so we apologize for that. 7-2 score in the 7th inning. As Stevenson Roy swings through strike 1, swings at that one, pops it up over to Goebel for strike or for out number 1. Ashton Grissom. She'll step in now. Grissom 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a fly out. Fouls that one back. And an off speed finds the zone. Nice pitch by McGee. That pitch misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch bounces in for ball 2. Evened up with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. That ball fouled out. Pitch is high. Full count. So Grissom works it full. Payoff pitch, golfed out of bounds, out of play. Fights that one off. Pitch off the top of the dome. That's going to be caught for an out. And Grissom flies out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up number 10, Peyton Whipple. One ball, no strikes. Peyton Whipple swings at that one. Is that going to stay fair? That one is going to stay fair. Past the outstretched glove of Ortega Alves. And rounding second, heading to third is Whipple. Sliding into third. Safe from Peyton Whipple. And a 2-out triple from Peyton Whipple. That ball hitting the right field. That one's down. In comes Whipple to score. Rounding second is Rule. Rule's going to be in with a triple, and back-to-back triples for the defenders. Adds another score to the stat line. Whipple comes in to score. Brooke Rule with a triple of her own. So 8-2 score now as Brooklyn Cox steps into the box with 2 down and 1 on at third. That's Brooke Rule after the second triple of the inning. That ball is going to be lined past Goebel, and another run comes in to score. 9-2 now as Brooke Rule scores on the RBI single from Brooklyn Cox. One ball, no strikes to Chloe Croys. Croys singled last time up. .3-0 count to Chloe Croys. Three balls, no strikes, 1 on. And she takes that one for strike 1. On deck, Taylor Schneider. And ball 4 taken. Runners on first and second now for Taylor Schneider. Schneider steps in with a single. Last time up, we're going to call time now as Coach Skinner steps in to have a chat. Let's take a look at what tomorrow looks like for the defenders. We'll continue this ASB Dome Classic and they will take on University of Sioux Falls tomorrow at 4 p.m. That'll be here on the Dordt Media Network, followed at 6 p.m. against the game against Culver Stockton. That'll also be on the Dordt Media Network. That's not all we got for you. Tomorrow, we have track and field. They're at the SDSU Invite. That's over in Brookings, as well as they're in Mitchell. A lot of our throwers are in Mitchell at Dakota Wesleyan for a meet, while our men's and women's basketball team will hit the road as they take on Hastings. The women's game at 2 p.m. against Receiving Boats Hastings, and the men's game shortly after that, scheduled for 3:45. Men's volleyball also starts their home season, I guess, where they play Viterbo. That'll be at 3 p.m. I'll be on the call for that one if you want to join that one. That'll be on the Dordt Media Network as well. Mike Biker will take care of basketball on the radio. You can listen to that or tune in on the GPAC Network from Hastings broadcasts. And, of course, softball all day tomorrow in the ASB Sports Complex. Matt Boss will be there for that as well. You can check that out as we are set for some more softball right now. Taylor Schneider into the box after that timeout was called by Coach Skinner. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Correction, 1 ball, 1 strike to Schneider. Yeah, Schneider swings through that one for strike 2. Schneider fouls that one off the dome. And it's still 1-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. Here in the top of the 7th. Schneider swings through strike 3, and that'll end the inning, but the defenders still scored 2 runs, make the score 9-2. Heading to the last chance here for the Trojans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Dordt Media Network.
At Dordt, we strive to build community from before you step foot on campus to years after you graduate. We want to give Dordt students the chance to live and learn together and create meaningful, lifelong relationships that are rooted in faith. Connect to others in purposeful relationships at Dordt University.
The Hope Fund helps cover a myriad of situations that students find themselves in, most of them not self-inflicted. It could be the medical condition of a family member. It could be natural disasters. 100% of what's donated to that fund goes to students for real-world need. It gives Defender Nation an opportunity to come together and help students and their families who are in need. We get to participate in something that is so much bigger than ourselves.
Last chance here for the Trojans to do anything as they trail 9-2. It's the bottom of the 7th, and Bailey Sample still in the circle, dealing for the defenders. Leading off for the Trojans, number 12. That is Delaney Granger. Batting in place of Katie Hansen. That pitch in the dirt. Sample with a 1-1 pitch, misses low. Swings through that one, fouls it into the glove. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sample back onto the rubber. Granger back into the box. Ball inside, full count. Full count here for Delaney Granger. And the payoff pitch from Sample gets a swing, put on the ground. Sample takes it herself, throws over to first. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring up number 9, Ortega Alves. Oh for 2 with 2 groundouts to third. Lines that one up the middle. And there's a base hit. 1 out base hit for Ortega Alves. As Cleland will come back in. One down, 1 on. Pitch is in there for a strike. Sample over 100 pitches tonight. Pitch misses. Four strikeouts for Sample so far tonight. Pitch misses. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch is in there for a strike. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Ortega Alves stands at first. And they got some work to do to get back into this one. Sample deals. Foul ball. That one's just gets a piece of that one. That is Cleland just getting a piece of it, sending it to the backstop. So we'll reset and we'll do it again. That pitch misses, full count. No stolen bases for the Trojans. No one even attempting to steal yet. And they do throw down to second. So the runner does steal. Throw down to second. No tag. It was a good throw. I think maybe Ryder might have thought it was a force out. It was a tag play, but the batter is still out with a strikeout. And the drop third strike. So that's 2 down now, and now Brenley Goebel will step. Nope, not Brenley Goebel. Excuse me, that's a pinch hitter. Number 17, Julia Maldonado. Julia Maldonado will step in from Las Lomas, California, out of Watsonville High School. 1-1 count. Swings through that one for strike 2. Trojans down to their last strike. Runner on second, and Bailey Sample looking to get her first win of the season. That one's going to go foul, out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes from Maldonado. And the pitch from Sample is high. And the 2-2 pitch here from Bailey Sample once again. That pitch just misses, a good off speed. Doesn't get the call, and we're full. So a full count, 2 outs. Sample, payoff pitch, another foul ball. She is battling up there. Sample up to 112 pitches now. We'll reset, we'll do it again. Sample, payoff pitch. Slapped foul. Foul ball, resets it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch yet again from Bailey Sample, and another foul ball. She is protecting up there. Maldonado fouled off the last couple. Sample unable to get one past her yet. Both Sample and Maldonado battling up there. One not willing to give, but one's going to have to. 3-2. Payoff pitch again. Sample. Foul ball. Eleventh pitch of the at-bat coming from Sample. Sample delivers. In play. Ryder to first in time. That's the ball game. Defenders win 9-2. 9 runs on 14 hits. No errors for the Defenders. Dakota State, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. That's the game. Defenders improve to 2-0. Dakota State falls to 0-2 on this season. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back for the postgame show here on the Dordt Media Network.
Our students are thinking about God's good design for creation, and I think we're really intentional about having students think about what does this mean for you as you serve them. Although we offer them a very rigorous set of courses and expectations in the academic sense of social work, we also teach as as intentionally and as rigorously as other academic programs, but have this fundamental and core foundation of who we are and why we're here.
Welcome back on the Dordt Media Network. The Dordt Defenders defeating Dakota State, the Dakota State Trojans, by a score of 9-2. Bailey Sample with an excellent game. Only 2 runs given up on 6 hits as well. Had a great game, and we'll talk about our player of the game, as today's player of the game is brought to you by Ross Hookstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. You can call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or you can stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. And our State Farm player of the game is actually going to be Peyton Whipple. Peyton Whipple had 2 hits on 4 at-bats and 3 RBIs with a double and a triple. Peyton Whipple had an excellent game, including a clutch double earlier in the game that loomed large as everyone continued, as the offense really picked it up after that, including back-to-back triples later in the game, including one by Whipple, later on by Brooke Rule. So that's going to do it here on the Dordt Media Network. They'll be back at it tomorrow, and this has been a production. Let's try that again. This has been a production of a partnership with Sioux County Radio, the Dordt Media Network, and the Dordt University Athletic Communication Office. The Dordt Media Network is under the direction of Rich Lodwick, and the Athletic Communication Office includes Matt Boss and Josh Tatton and Mike Biker. Both are staffed primarily by Dordt University students, and our Sioux County Radio broadcast engineer today was Noah. Our Dordt Media Network operators did a great job as well. For everyone here at Dordt University,